We're live.
Here we go, guys. It's 2:14. I know I said we would start at 2 o'clock, right, Archie?
That's it.
Hey,
It's always
technical
on time.
we're having technical difficulties, guys. What can I say? But I wish this is Tom Owens. I got Archie Tovar up here on the top and Sandro Batata Santiago on the bottom. And
Hello,
want to wish
everybody.
thank you for joining us. Thank you, Batata, for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, guys, we're back. It's another show. We're on this. Anyways, I'm having a nice 3-day weekend. Archie, we've been just hanging out with the family, cooking a lot, just kicking back. I hope everybody out there had a great Memorial Day. And I hope everybody, the most important thing, I hope you got to spend some time with your family. You know what, your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins. So important, man, to take the time when you get it, like on a Memorial Day, spend time with your family and give love to your family. But Archie, I hope you had a great Memorial Day. How's everything going, my brother?
It was good. It was awesome, and we're just kind of extremely pleased to have Professor Batata here.
I have a great Memorial Day.
Professor
I have a great Memorial Day. Thanks for asking. Spend the Memorial Day also surfing, have some fun, make some good food in my kitchen. That's the other thing I enjoy besides jiu-jitsu and surf. And pretty much that's what's great. What's great Memorial Day. And also I would like to thank you for all the people fight for us over there. No, that's what we celebrate on Memorial Day over there.
That's right, guys. That's important. A lot of people just think, oh, I'm going to go to the beach, I'm going to do this and that, but they don't think about the people that actually, back in the day, it wasn't that long ago that these people gave their life for us to be in America, to be free. And one thing I have to say when we start the show today, guys, is one of my coaches and a close friend of mine. He passed away 2 days ago. His name is Phil Sullivan. We talked about Phil on a lot of the podcasts, and if you guys listen to the Crosley Gracie podcast we had last week, we talk about Phil Sullivan quite a bit. He trained a lot of people in the Central Valley, and he put a lot of energy into wrestling, and he helped out with the MMA fighters, and he was just an all-around good guy. One of my favorite coaches. Rest in peace, Phil Sullivan. He's up in the Lord's hands now. So everybody, Memorial Day. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day. We're back. Sandro Batata Santiago, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, one of my favorite coaches that I ever had a chance to train with back in the day. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We have a lot to talk about. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. I remember those days. That was 10, 15 years ago that me and Luis Gonzalez, we would drive all the way from the Central Valley all the way up to Ralph Gracie School in Mountain View, California. And we would train with you, Batata. And this was when you had barely came from Brazil. So I want to talk about that a little bit. You remember those days, man? Those were the good old days, bro.
Oh, man, I remember those days. I clearly remember those days. You and Luis going to you guys drive all the way down from Central, like you said. It's far away. And I can't believe you guys drive that much to go training. It was I'm very honored to have guys like you and Luis come drive all these miles to come with me. Thank you very much to trust on my job and believe what I can, provide to you guys. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, sir. Hey, and Batata, hey, as a person, man, I'm very proud of you that you were able to stay and you were able to grow and get your own school. Now you have your own school, and a lot of people know you all around the world. Hey, good job, man. Good job to come to America and do what you did.
Thank you.
Man, we're proud of you, bro. We're really, really proud of you. Talk a little bit about that.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes.
Life is like that. Life is like that. If you're coming, working hard and honestly, you're gonna get at some point. Sometimes it takes a while, And to be honest, I'm still working very hard every day because every day, life's like jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu like life, It's almost like a surprise every day. Every day is gonna be obstacle. We have to conquer. We have to jump, and we need to believe in ourselves to be able to have like mental strength, not only physical strength, because physical is very easy to have, anyone can have, but mental, to go all those kind of hard time in life, that's hard. Same thing in jiu-jitsu. If you have the mental strength, you can go far in jiu-jitsu, but sometimes that's what a lot of people don't realize in jiu-jitsu. A lot of people come in, they're like strong physically, they're ready, they have good conditioning, they have good body, they have good physique, and they think they can overcome, like learn jiu-jitsu like that, but jiu-jitsu like life. You cannot win all the time. Of course, everybody want to win, but life's not like that. You cannot win all the time. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some. But that's why it's more important thing in life, even for jiu-jitsu, in everything. It is have like the mental strength to go through the problems, through the hard times we have, And also jiu-jitsu is the same. We have to have mental strength to conquer the everyday, come to the academy and get beat up, tap. And that's what people don't realize what it is, because when you walk to the Jiu-Jitsu Academy, people want to be tap everybody. And the whole idea is, my point of view as a coach, and before I have been a coach, thank you God, I have been a coach for a very good person, Roberto, Correa, me and Gordo. So first thing you have to realize, you're going to have your ass kicked a bunch of times, before you're able to kick some ass. It is the way I try to put for everybody, especially for my students, is jiu-jitsu like life and vice versa. Life, if you see, all the time life kick our ass. And that's pretty much, you have to hang there and keep going. That's why I don't understand when people come to jiu-jitsu, train for a little bit, they have the ass kicking, they leave. No, man, stay. Oh, but I cannot beat this person. I cannot beat this guy. Man, one day we'll beat this guy. You need to, little by little, believe it and keep it going. You don't want to give up in life, right? You cannot give up in life.
So Batata, when you grew up in Brazil, what town you trained under Gracie Barra and you trained under Gordo? What town in Brazil did you grow up in Rio?
Oh, I'm very fortunate, man. I grew up in a very nice area in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, in Barra da Tijuca. I'm very fortunate, thank for my parents, I have a very nice, how to say, teenager moments and, young adult life over there. And it was fun, man. It was a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of surfing, a lot of parties. A lot of kind of like fun stuff. It's all fun stuff all day long, man. It's very nice.
I'm
very fortunate about my young age.
I'm curious about the age you started.
Barra da Tijuca, in Rio de Janeiro.
I've been there. Me and Luis, we went there for a month. For 1 month.
Exactly. The same place you're in. The place I grew
up. Beautiful.
Very awesome memories from there, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice town.
Don't get me wrong. I love America. Don't get me wrong. I love America. I love it here. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful for everything America give to me. All the doors American give to me, they open to me. Because when I came here, it was kind of hard in the beginning, Everything cultural, everything's different. But pretty much now I live more my life here than I live in my own country now. Pretty much now it's my own I consider the United States my country now. That's what it is.
Yeah. Definitely. What were you going to say, Archie?
I'm just curious about that. Everybody is curious to know at what age people start martial arts, and what was your first martial arts, and where was it at, and at how old?
My first martial arts was judo, right? And my dad's idea to start doing judo. I started doing judo a lot and I started competing, but getting a point, like I said, I born and raised close to the ocean, and getting a point, I started getting involved with the ocean a lot, like going like a spearfish with my dad, and I started to have a very good relationship with the ocean, and so I fall in love with surf. So I started surf as very young, but my dad pushed me to go do judo. So don't get me wrong, judo is very nice, but as a young age, if you get like a push to do something, you ended up get burned out super quick. So that's what happened for me. I got burned out a little bit of judo, and I started surfing, you know. And after surfing, I have a little transition from Muay Thai in Brazil. That's something that I love. And I started doing Muay Thai very kind of like very every day, you know what I mean? And then I kind of like it until one day I met with a couple of friends after surf session in Brazil, and they told me about jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
And
wow.
then back on time, I relate jiu-jitsu is the same as judo and vice versa because the gi and everything. And then that's one day after the surf, they told me, hey, let's go. Let me show what jiu-jitsu it is. And then maybe you're going to change your mind because like, I don't want to do this. And then here we go. We start after the surf, we go to the sand and pretty much I have my ass kicked, you know what I mean? By all my friends. And they're just like, oh man, what is this? That was in the morning, right? On the beach. And then we surf again in the afternoon. I went back home with that thing on my mind, like, man, what is this, man? They kick my ass. I'm not able to do anything. And then I called them up again and say, hey, let's go team up again. Let's go do it again. Because I thought they have lucky. Bro, they kick my ass again. And they're just like, damn, man, I need to go learn this kind of jiu-jitsu thing. And then when I decided to choose my academy, I went to one close to my home back on time in Brazil at Recreio dos Bandeirantes. It's close to Barra. So I ended up the coach there was Ralph Grace and Gordo. They teach together, you know what I mean? And that's how I started in jiu-jitsu. And I never stopped. I fall in love with jiu-jitsu, never stopped. To be honest, I stopped surfing a little bit to train more jiu-jitsu.
Oh, wow. So that
two
you
things in my life, two big passion in my life was like jiu-jitsu and surf. They're two big passion I have in my life.
Hey, Batata, when me and Luis we went to Brazil, and we stayed in Chingina's mom's house. You know Chingina, right?
Yeah, very nice, very nice area. Yeah, I know
Beautiful
Chinguia
area.
well. I know Chinguia very well.
Anyhow, one of the nights, Gordo, Roberto Gordo was training at the Gracie Barra Academy, and he brought me and Luis in his car. He brought us not too far, but another neighborhood. And I don't know if it was his academy. It was a smaller academy that he was teaching at. And did Gordo have his own academy over there, or did you said
Yeah,
Gordo and how?
Gordo, why now Gordo have his own academy right now.
Oh,
Gordo
okay.
have his own academy. I think maybe Chinguia brought you guys to Gordo Academy, right?
Yes, yes. Gordo brought us. He drove us. He drove us in his own car over there. I just remember it being a smaller academy, but the students were really tough.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, man. Over there,
Yeah.
you know that. Over there, my last visit there, my last visit in Brazil was like maybe 4 years ago. Man, I was like blowing my mind, you know.
Oh
Those
yeah.
new kids they have there right now, man. Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
they're like it. They're no joking.
different
They're no
level.
joke.
They try to kill you out there.
Yeah. That's what. Because with
Don't
me
get
and
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The level in America is good too now. It's different. The
yes,
level here is very good now.
but those kids in Brazil, what I noticed in Brazil, the young kids, they had a lot of drive and a lot of motivation. You could tell they were trying to get to the next level. They know in Brazil, like if you can get to a certain level, you could come to America and open up your own school, and you can teach, and you can actually make a living with jujitsu just like you have. What do you think
Yeah,
about that, Archie?
exactly. But the level here in America is got very good too now. You know, at this moment, the level here in America there is very good. It's a lot of guys from here they're good. A lot of guys. We have a lot of good athletes here right now. Jiu-jitsu grow
Batata,
a lot. You know what I mean? Grow a lot.
uh, does Claudio França still have a school in Santa Cruz?
Yeah, I still have school in Santa Cruz. Yeah, we have like I believe we have at the moment we have 3 schools here.
Oh, okay.
We are the one Claudio França and Garth Taylor Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh yeah, Garth Taylor, pretty good. Compete a lot.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice guy, man. That's my
Yeah.
friend. Yeah. Very nice guy. Super
Yeah.
cool guy.
Garth Taylor and Claudio França are both really nice guys. Does Claudio? Do they still have the U.S. Open Jiu-Jitsu tournament every year?
They have two different academies. The two different academies. Garth have his academy, and Claudio have his own academy.
Hey Archie, have you ever been up there to that U.S. Open tournament, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament?
I went to one San Jose in San Jose, and maybe not Santa Cruz, but in San Jose I did. And you know, Tom, not to veer off of your question, but you know, I wanted to take a moment because
Yeah.
you were
Veer
showing
off, my brother.
me, Tom, some loop chokes that were pretty amazing because I come from a grappling background and I love the front headlocks, right? You get the front headlock, and then from the
Oh
front,
man, that's one of my
here you go.
that's one of my favorite techniques. I go for the loop choke. If I miss the collar, I have the chin whip. You know, kind of like control the chin because in jiu-jitsu I have like a point of my own experience. If you control the head of the person, you're able to control the whole entire body. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you drive the
The head.
neck, you drive the rest of the body.
Hey, talk
So all
about
the
those.
time if I go to loop choke,
Hey, look, Batata, talk about the loop choke a little bit. I was showing Archie when me and Luis went to train with you. You showed me and Luis three main loop choke setups that you like to do a lot. They were all
man,
from
I
the
like.
front headlock.
Yeah, I like it's all related to front headlocks,
Oh,
and
really?
I like to do like a lot from side control. You know what I mean? And also they kind of like they have one. We start from the knees. You know, everybody start from the knees on our sport. Kind of like drag. They got do like a collar drag, and then when the guy kind of like fell in front of you, you can do a headlock, switch for the collar, and generate the loop choke there. Also, you can do for like when the guy comes to attack your leg, you can work in a sprawl. Me, a lot of people do the position from the back normally, and I like to do front headlock, follow for the loop choke. That's what I like to do a lot. I'm a big fan of the right there.
Nice, Archie. Good job, dude.
I'm a big fan of like the way I think, man, because I'm kind of like a small structure guy, you know, and I
I like
like to
it.
attack
I
more
like it.
necks, you know what I mean, than arm bars. The reason is arm bar. Don't get me wrong, I love arm bars and I believe in arm bars. If you don't tap arm bar, your arm is going to be snapped. I know that, but a lot of people let their arms pop, you know, let their arms get break and don't tap. And the choke, if you don't tap,
You're
to
out.
me, you
Sleep.
out. So
You
that's
don't
pretty
tap
much
in a
that's
choke,
what
you go to
you
sleep.
can do, you know. Wow,
Hey,
yeah,
so
lights out. And I
Batata, what
have,
do you think about these loop chokes right here?
oh man, they're great. That's one of the series, the video I have. I show a lot on those videos. I have a lot. Yeah, you see, that's from the front headlock right there. When the guy come to attack, yeah. I love all of them. You can do from the bottom, man. I
What's
get
your
moments
favorite?
on my career. I finish people on my back. You know what I mean? People
Oh,
got my back and I loop choke them. They got my back. They put the hooks in. Next thing I know, they are passed out on my back.
oh my God.
They're pretty fun.
Yeah, one of those chokes that we worked on that day, Archie, was like that. You do the loop choke, and the guy just as soon as the guy puts his hooks in on your
Oh,
back, will go out.
you want to see that one, Tom?
That's it.
No, but as far as the front headlock loop chokes,
Yeah, you can do that one. The one's pretty nice too. Yeah.
which do you prefer, standing or on the ground? Or I mean, they both work successfully either way, right?
To be honest, I I throw a lot. I throw a lot of loop choke because my main game I like to play on top because like I told you guys on the beginning, I came from a judo background and also I wrestled for 3 years and a half in Stanford. So my main
Ah,
game I like to play on top. So I have a good foundation in sprawls and stuff, you know what I mean? Like kind of like I wait for a lot of times people coming to attack my legs or try to do guards with me, and then right away if they do I sit, you know, the guard with the hooks, like sit up, like sit down hooks. When you sit and try to do guard or something, sometimes I let they put the hooks in and do set up everything, and I kind of like set up the collar and go from the top, from the, you know, and loop them from top from the bottom.
I read somewhere you wrestled or you
And the
learned
more
how to
important thing is the loop.
at at us at Stanford University. Yeah, did you do some training over there
Is that right? You wrestled at Stanford, Batata?
or did some training?
By the way, guys, I'm gonna on Thursday. I'm gonna be in another. I'm gonna share a link with you guys because I'm gonna be show on one of my sponsor show row. You know, I'm gonna be show the loop chokes over there, and I'm gonna send you guys a link for that.
Archie, make sure to get that.
Thursday, I will be show that over there.
Can you talk
Yeah,
a
you
little
guys
bit?
gonna send you guys, and you guys gonna be.
Can you talk a little bit about your shirt and show roll?
Is that your company, Batata? Show your roll?
Oh yeah, show row that. Yeah, Show Rose is one of my main sponsor, my sponsor. You know what I mean? They're like family for me. They're very cool, and I'm kind of happy and glad to be part of the family and the part of the team. You know, that's one of the best geese out there right now.
There you go.
There it
Yep.
is right there, guys. The Show Your Roll gi. If you want a real legit gi, I've seen a lot of people wearing them too. They're comfortable.
Yeah.
They're beautiful geese for one, and they're
Yeah.
comfortable.
To be honest, I'm kind of tell they are the Ferrari of the geese right now.
Yeah, the Ferrari. Definitely.
Really?
You could definitely say the Show Your Roll gi is the Ferrari of the gi. And if you wear one, you're gonna feel the difference in it right off the bat. It's a comfortable gi right from the beginning. That's
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
What else do they sell?
Exactly.
Rash
Yep.
guards and shorts?
Rash guard, shorts, you know, hats, belts.
You got to get it while it's hot, guys, because that stuff don't last long. It sells out quick.
That's it.
Yeah, they sell out very good. And to be honest, they're very, very good quality. I love the quality for them. I love it. The gi, the t-shirt, they're very comfortable.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind having Show Your Roll as a sponsor here at the MMA Fight Pass.
Hey there. Hey now.
Right? Yeah. Hey, Batata, something important that I want to talk about with you that I really like about you a lot. Hey, man, for one is the surfing. I know you love to surf, but what I love, what I really love is that you take a lot of time with your son, your young son, and it seems like your son is out there surfing. Yeah. He surfs with you almost every day. Talk about how old is your son and how long have you guys been surfing together?
Oh man, I put my son. I have, like I told you guys, I have like a very early introduction through the ocean for my dad. You know, my dad introduced me to the ocean with a very early age. And when my son was 8 months old, I put him in the ocean with me. The first time he jumped in the ocean with me was 8 months old. Since then, I brought my son to the ocean all the time. And the first thing I taught him, even before jiu-jitsu, was how to surf. You know what I mean? And then pretty much he fell in love with surf. He's a good jiu-jitsu player too. You know, he's good. And I kind of like I teach him how to surf. And now he's kind of like he's stoked. He like it. He love it. And pretty much anytime I can, you know, that's my best body right now. That's my son. Yeah. I love this little guy, man. It's a lot of work, you know. Yeah, a lot of work, but man, that's the more important thing. That's one of my big victories I have in my life, to have my son. That's my best. How I'm gonna put my best trophy, my best belt. That's my son.
I love it, bro. I love it.
I'm thankful every day for God to have this kid around me. You know what I mean? I know a lot of things important, but this kid for me is kind of like his little diamond.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, too, man. Every time I see you and your son in a picture together, your son looks like he's having the time of his life. He looks like he's always happy. It's cool, man. I
Oh
can't. I
yeah, yeah.
can't.
He liked to kind of like it. Sometimes, sometimes he liked kind of like to joking. You know what I mean? A lot. He liked to play pranks. He kind of like a little bit like me with a way more energy. And sometimes I need to control him a little bit because they roll. Relax, relax.
Relájate.
I try to I tried to bring him over the show, but he was like I told you guys, he stood for finals and he was not
This
able to
guy.
make. Oh yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
I love him, love him.
There he is.
Good
That's cool,
moment over
man.
there. Thank you guys, man. So awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate
definitely,
it.
bro.
Thank you.
How old is he today?
How old is your son now?
That he was a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Now he's 12. He'll be
Oh, he's
13
12.
on Christmas Day. He born on Christmas Day. He's a Christmas babe.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Christmas baby. There we go. Hey, Batata, what is your son? What is he like?
That's the best. That's the best.
I bet that's the best feeling ever, right there.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
That's the
what is your?
best gift. That's the best Christmas gift that I got.
That's the best Christmas gift ever, right there, brother. Hey,
That's amazing.
So
what
sorry.
does he like
Can you
better?
repeat the question?
Does he like surfing or jujitsu better?
He likes surf.
Hey,
He likes surf. He likes surf better.
Archie, have you
But
ever?
it's change, like it will change because I changed too. Because when I was young, man, my whole entire life was surfing, 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 and then I have problems in school because I want to surf. I have problem. My dad, my mom get mad at me because I just want to surf, just want to surf. And when I met jiu-jitsu, was totally changed. I put surf a little bit on the side for a couple of years because I decided I wanted to be good in jiu-jitsu. And I put surf in a little bit standby for a couple of years. And then when I become good in jiu-jitsu and kind of like, okay, now I can combine both. And then now I try to make both work together. And then a very good relationship, surf and jiu-jitsu. I
I
think they're
bet.
going very nice together.
Man, Archie, have you ever done any surfing?
I haven't. I've been just no, not the legit surf. I've been to the ocean forever. We're from Fresno the area, so uh, not surfing myself. But you know,
That's
uh,
fine, man. But hey, guys you have to try.
we're gonna have to.
One day you guys have to try. Come here, let me know. We can try surf.
Hey, well,
Uh-oh.
we're talking about inside the dojo now, right? I mean, we visit gyms and we want to get an opportunity when we can to go visit your gym, and maybe we can segue a little bit about your gym, or tell us a little bit about your gym, where it's at, and if you're doing it, maybe any online classes.
Do you do online
Why
classes?
now? Why now? No, we don't do online class, but we have my business partner do some online drills for the kids, and I have instructor on the other location do something for the kids too. But for adults, I'm still able to do some private lessons. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's
Oh, there you
location
go.
show right there. That's in Campbell, close to San Jose area.
Okay.
And we have another location in West Side Santa Cruz at the street, you know. And I hope you can be able to open pretty soon. You know what I mean? That's what I hope now. After all the things going on with the coronavirus, I know we have to be safe, but I really think we get on a point, not only for jiu-jitsu, but all for the small business. We need to do something, man, because all the big businesses are open. Costco, Walmart,
Yeah.
Safeway. Why the small business cannot have a chance to open? That's
You know,
So, but
that's one thing I don't. I know, I understand and respect everybody about the safety,
we've been trying to
but
take
they
a
need
little
to save the
survey.
small business because the small business,
I've been taking try
huh?
to take, we've been trying to take a small survey as far as have you been able to apply for government loans, or have they not necessarily loans, but have they been able to help you out in any way for your business?
If can you repeat that, please?
Has the government or California been able to help you out with any kind of subsidy or loans of any sort as a small business?
Man, we apply for we apply for some stuff, but we didn't have an answer yet. We apply, we waiting for the answer, but I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, the only thing I kind of like I want to happen more than the loans to let us open the doors again. You know what I mean? Because I'm ready to work. That's kind of
That
like
sucks,
it.
man.
To be honest, I'm thankful for the loans. If the loans arrive, are always welcome. But we want to work. We want to open the doors.
So a lot of the gyms right now aren't open, Archie. Most of them, I mean, we know a couple local people that are open, but around California and the United States, most small gyms are closed still, man. That's super unfortunate. I hope it opens up soon, my brother. I think it will. I think here real soon, as the summer comes and it gets hotter, I believe you'll be able to open your gym up again. Hopefully soon, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. It's a matter of time now. I think I can feel it's getting close because when I go outside now, I drive a lot. I drive a lot. My kind of like my whole schedule here. I drive a lot, and I start notes now when I drive over 17s. Way more traffic now, way more car. People start to get out way more now. You know what I mean? I think everybody start to get
Yeah.
tired for all that. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That's what I think. And to be honest, my opinion, it is like the virus there. I know it's dangerous. I know it's very contagious, but it's going to stay there. You know what I mean? It's not going to change because it's like the flu. They cannot kill this virus forever. I mean, they can neutralize. They can create like a vaccine for that thing, for the virus.
Yeah.
But I really think uh, we need to be try to be healthy as possible because for some point I think I'm gonna get this. A lot of people is gonna get this, like the flu, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want it to get, but if I get, I need to make sure I'm healthy to be able to handle that thing.
What do you think is the important thing, Batata? Staying healthy, exercise, getting outside. Uh, I think it's better for most people that the people that are
Sorry.
getting out to stay away from getting sick. You think exercise helps?
Oh yeah. Right now the moment is try to stay away to to get sick. Try to maintain the most kind of your health in high level. You know what I mean? Kind of like try to don't eat too much junk. Try to kind of like watch out what you eat, watch out what you drink. Of course, wear the mask if you go in, how to say, crowd like this. And man, and pray for God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, and talk about food. I got to talk about it a little bit. Hey, bro, it looks like you like to cook a lot, man. Every time I see a picture of you on Facebook, you're putting up some kind of wonderful looking meal with these fancy
Oh man,
desserts. Talk about
I
talk
bro,
about your cooking skills, bro. What's up with that?
my one of my bro, the place I love to be in my home was it is on my kitchen. My
Yeah.
dream, bro, it's have like a big nice kitchen. You know what I mean, with a big island, with like a professional oven and stove,
Oh
because I
yeah.
like to cook a lot, bro. I like to be creative, like on the kitchen. I like to make it up stuff on the kitchen, and I'm very good sushi guy, sushi man. I know how
Oh,
to do sushi too.
talking my language now, dog.
Here's an interesting question.
Batata, Brandon Adriano, he asked this question. Batata, have you ever used jujitsu while surfing? Kind of a tricky question right
Where
there.
usually just with what? No, 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 no. I
Hey,
never
how
use jiu-jitsu right surf. So couple of times we got close call there, but I never use it. I never use it.
Hey, is
I got a close calls, you know, when I almost kind of like needed to use when I surf, but thank you God, I never need to use that.
hey, it seems like jujitsu and surfing, like when you get into a flow in jujitsu, when you're wrestling in class with a partner and you're in like that flow, a type of a flow roll where everything is very when you're wrestling with your partner where everything is really relaxed and you're not using muscle and you're just flowing with the other guy. It seems like I've never surfed, but it seems like surfing would have something close to that. Is there a close?
Oh, surf is very technical. Surf is very technical, you know, like jiu-jitsu, man. So you don't need to use like a lot of strength to catch the wave. You don't need to use like a lot of power to surf the wave, you know, kind of like pretty much like it was relate a lot of jiu-jitsu. It's a lot of technical parts. When you're learning how to paddle, like let's say jiu-jitsu, when you don't know anything, you go try to to train, you know, or fight. You're gonna use strength. You're gonna use, you know, crazy stuff. And when you learn jiu-jitsu, you're gonna be more technical. You're gonna learn how to conserve your breath, your breath. You're gonna learn how to control the technique. You're gonna learn how to control the other person. Surf, on the other hand, it is the same because you don't need to be like use a lot of power to catch the wave. So you need to condition your shoulder to be able to paddle consistently and no stop and have a good like momentum to catch the wave. And then you have to have the momentum to stand up on the board, you know, and also be able to read the wave because the wave sometimes give it something to you. Only if you know how to surf well, you're gonna be able to understand. Like exactly jiu-jitsu. If you train with have an idea what you're doing, you can see things ahead. You know, that's the whole idea of jiu-jitsu. Same thing on surf. If you catch the wave and know what you're doing, you're able to read the wave and you know what you're gonna do. What the wave is gonna give to you, what the wave is not gonna give to you. Pretty much the way you read your opponent in jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? It's a lot of similarity in both sports. And they both involve a lot of technique. A lot of technique.
I love it, man. This is a straight up samurai knowledge right here, bro. That's dropping knowledge on
Oh,
us right
thank you,
here.
man. I appreciate it.
It is. Hey, that's one of the things I was thinking about all day because every time that I see you on the post to something on social media, it's all you seem very happy, and it's always has something to do with surfing, cooking, or jujitsu. Those are three good things in life, right there, man. Those are three beautiful things in life, right? How fun is that?
Yeah, but that's
Surfing,
what I told
cooking,
you.
and
That's what
jujitsu.
I told you at the beginning. Oh man, that's my true passion over there. You know, surfing jiu-jitsu, number one passion. I believe in life, man. Like I told you in the beginning, you know, we have like ups and downs. Unfortunately, some people have more downs, another have more ups. Some have leveled up. You know what I mean? And the whole idea is to try to keep my more positive as possible, because life is good, but can be cruel too. You know what I mean? You have to be prepared. You have to be strong. You need to be like not physical, like I told you guys, but mentally. You know what I mean? If not if you're not strong mentally, life make you bend over, bro. You don't want to bend over for life. You know what I mean? You just need to believe in yourself and keep the grind, man. Keep going. You know, because everything's past. You know, everything's past. That's the thing I'm kind of like try to tell myself at the moment that everything's past. And it good stuff. Sometimes we go in the good trips. And man, moment, let's say you go to Hawaii or you go to Costa Rica, you go to Fiji. Oh man, this thing's so nice, man. But man, sometimes you go for 7 days, the thing's gonna be end, bro. It's
And it
gonna
goes
done. It's
by.
a nice day, it's nice place, but it's gonna done. And the life cycle is gonna keep going. Who knows when you arrive like back on at home and a problem hits you, you know what I mean? Let's say a health problem or you crash your car, and then you have to be prepared. Like, to be honest, you cannot be prepared for those things, you know what I mean? But you need to teach yourself to be more realistic. That's the thing I try to be with my own self. Try to work with reality instead of work with fantasy. Fantasy is fantasy. Reality is different. You know what I mean?
You know, one of the things, Tom, that I've
And
noticed
when you
about,
work with reality, I believe you have less how to say, not like surprise. You know what I mean? People normally work with fantasy. They tend to have like to be depressed and to be waiting for something always good to happen. Reality is different. I mean, you have to be prepared for the worst. If the good's coming, it's awesome. If the worst is coming, you already know, you're prepared.
yeah, and you know, one of the things that I like to hear about the professors and the coaches at your level, but I mean, at your level, you know, is the philosophy stories that come out and compare to life, right? Because when you're fighting, when you're in a cage, when you're in a jiu-jitsu match, so much of that relates to life. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, exactly. Like I like to compare when I teach, all my students know, especially the students who are very close to me. Like, I have a couple ones very close. Like, I mean, I consider all my students like my family. All the Sandro Batata BJJ Academy and Gordo Academy, they are my family. They are my extended family, you know. And the way I teach, I like to teach my jiu-jitsu on more like lifestyle, more like, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like people sometimes they wanted to achieve certain levels of jiu-jitsu without any work. And I kind of like I keep telling them sometimes, sometimes it's hard to tell them. Sometimes people understand you. Sometimes people think you're rude. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. Like when you try to show reality to people sometimes get confused. Like, oh man, this guy's very rude. No, I'm not very rude. I'm just trying to show the reality. I don't want to show fantasy, because life, man, life don't knock on your door and ask and tell you, oh, I'm gonna take your job away tomorrow. Be prepared. You know what I mean? It's not something like that. You know what I mean? Or life don't knock on your door and tell you, oh, tomorrow someone of your family members is gonna pass away. Oh, don't do that right now. No, 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 no. Life is good, but on the other hand, life is very cruel. You know what I mean? So the more important thing, man, you need to teach yourself to walk on the line of reality. That's the reality. Don't walk close to the fantasy line, because fantasy line, bro, is pretty much the same thing. You kind of like use drugs or pop a pill and you think like in 5 hours you're gonna be oh man, I'm kind of like I'm good. You know what I mean? No, you're not good. You're just in fantasy mode. You know what I mean? Fantasy modes don't even exist. That's bad to a person to be in fantasy mode. You know what I mean? That's bad. And a lot of people mean same thing, man. I don't like to deal with reality, but I try to be strong to deal with reality. You know what I mean? Look, the reality now, coronavirus there, I can be closing my business. I like that. No. But what I can do, I have to surf the wave now. I have to wait. I have to do my best to keep my student. I have to do my best to do what technique I can use it to keep all the students to kind of make my academy keep working. But if I think about fantasy, oh yeah, man, I kind of start dreaming for like all the stuff. It's not gonna happen, man. The virus there, you know what I mean? The virus don't care. You know what I mean? They're gonna come in without mercy on us.
It's pretty
That's the
good.
That's
difference
right.
in reality and fantasy. So I try to teach about a lot of my students reality. That's why if you want to be good in jiu-jitsu or anything else, you're gonna have to go to the grind. You're gonna have to taste the to have pretty much to have the ass kick. You know what I mean? To people on top of you grind you, tap you, pop your arm. I mean, not hurt you in a bad way, but it's no other way to learn jiu-jitsu to be good on this without get
Got to
beat
get
up.
that arm. You got to get that arm popped,
Same thing
Archie.
like if you don't. Yeah,
I
if you
love it.
go if you go in life to imagine that you go in life right with with your parents give you like a food in your mouth and give you all the praise you all the time. You know what I mean? Give you all the easiest way, and then let's say later on your parents gone because the natural cycle of life, everybody's gone. One day everybody's gonna go, and then your parents not there anymore. The money's going, and what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Oh, I cannot do anything. Now you're in trouble. So you need to taste the grind, man. You need to taste like it. what's look like to be in bad situation, you know, and you need to feel comfortable in bad situation, you know, to be in terms of jiu-jitsu. When you learn good jiu-jitsu, that's when you feel comfortable in
Damn good way to look at it, huh, Archie?
very comfortable situation. And then now you can tell yourself, now I know jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, no, that's very deep. I mean, and that's the stuff
Yeah,
that I.
even for MMA, you know, MMA, I never thought MMA was one of my dreams to fight MMA. That's the one I was not able to achieve. You know, unfortunately, I was not able to achieve. But you can go there. Everybody wanted to win. Everybody wanted to kind of like go on the cage and beat the other guy. But man, the other guy had a chance to beat you up, and so that's the truth. You cannot go there like, hey, I'm gonna beat this guy up. No. Even jiu-jitsu match, you go there, man. I want to win all my matches, but I lost some matches. I win some, but yeah, you ended up frustrated sometimes. You know, like sometimes if I tell yourself like sometimes cross my mind, oh man, I'm gonna give up, but I have something in my mind like, bro, if you give up, you start teaching yourself a bad habit. If you give up one time in anything, you're going to turn that as a habit. If you turn give up mode as a habit, you're done, man. You know, you're done. You need to be able to beat yourself up because
They're dropping knowledge, bro.
our worst fight we have against ourselves. Oh, man, I'm going to fight this tournament. Yeah, I'm going to fight this tournament or not. Oh, I need to drop 10 pounds. Damn, bro, first of all, no one's going to drop 10 pounds for you. The 10 pounds not going to melt out of you like this, all right? You don't want to take a drink and they're going to make 10 pounds go away. So if you don't work your ass hard, so you're going to have to beat your ass. You're going to have to beat your own ass. That's the hardest battle a fighter, a surfer have. Let's say in surf,
Right.
let's say I'm not a big wave surfer, but a big wave surfer, they have to go there and deal with like a 50-foot wave. You think he not have a fear? Yeah, but he have to deal with himself to put himself over there. Same thing. To face a 50-foot wave. He can die on that. Same thing on MMA. Bro, you go fight another dude, the guy can kick you. The guy can kick your ass the same way you can kick this guy's ass too. But you're going to have to tell yourself, I'm going to have to go there. But first of all, you have to beat yourself to cut 10 pounds, to lose 20 pounds, to go fight the tournament, to go fight MMA. When you're able to beat yourself, and then you're going to put yourself in another level. You know what I mean? But if you not able to beat yourself mentally, you're not going to be able to beat anyone. You know what I mean? And let me correct one thing over here. I not say you're going to beat everybody if you have strong mental game. The thing is, you're going to be able to put yourself on the line all the time without fear because you know how to deal with yourself. The whole thing is, I try to explain to you, you need to learn how to deal with or inside of us first. That's the hard person to beat, man. That's ourselves. That's the hard person to beat, ourselves.
Being
How
able
many
to.
people have, like, let's say, change? How many men have scared to talk to a girl? How many men were scared to talk to a girl?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, man, I'm gonna talk to her. Oh my God, she's gonna say no. So what, bro? Go talk to a girl. She say no. Done. Next step. You know what I mean? Same thing. People sometimes they do very well at academy training jiu-jitsu. Very, very well, right? They very well train jiu-jitsu. But they don't want to compete. They don't want to compete. Why? Because they cannot deal with themselves. They go, man, go there, gonna lose. Everybody's gonna see. So what, bro? You go there. You want to beat the guy up over there, right? Yeah, they want to tap the guy. But the guy can tap you too, bro. It's 50-50. When you step on the mat or when you step on the ring, the guy, the other side, have 50% chance to kick your ass too. Like you have the chance to kick his ass too. You know what I mean? You need to understand this. You're going to lose. You're going to win. You know what I mean? Like life. You're going to lose. You're going to win. And vice versa. That's why jiu-jitsu and life, they go together like, man, their best marriage, jiu-jitsu and life.
Yeah, and I think the
Cannot
ultimate.
be that.
the ultimate feeling is being able to go to a world championship or inside the cage, jiu-jitsu or MMA, and walk and see your opponent across from you and getting ready and knowing you've done all you could do to be there. I mean, that's an ultimate feeling, like you're saying, Batata. I mean, that's like, you belong there, and so therefore you should feel comfortable and being able to get away from all those fears.
It's a feeling like no other, man. Being
Yeah,
on the mat.
that's true. That's true, man.
There's nothing else like it when you step into a cage or onto the mat, and there's another man across that ring, and you don't know how hard he trained or who the guy is, and like you said, he has a
Bro,
50-50 chance.
I have I have been compete I have been competing my whole entire life, and I still want to go there, man. The process, first of all, the process to cut the pound, the weight before you go is already like a battle. You know what I mean? And then you have to be mentally prepared to cut the weight because that's the first fight you have. Make the weight. So the first
Yeah.
fight is against yourself. And a lot of fights have problems. A lot of jiu-jitsu fighters and MMA fighters, they have like a problem to deal with that. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah,
They think, man, the thing mentally, the thing mess you up. Bad, bad. Whatever who listen to me right now and know and or deal with that before to cut the weight, man, it is like a big. I think that's what the worst fight we have
that's the fight before the
before the
fight.
face the opponent before the fight. If you're able to be that, and then the other one's gonna be fun. Man.
Yeah,
If you go there, let's say the other thing I try to tell my students is me go and have fun. Every tournament you're gonna fight, go there and have fun. Don't worry about win or lose. If you win, awesome. If you lose, awesome. Go back to the academy and keep training. All right. And the other mistake people's doing sometimes they win the one tournament and they not show up to the academy for a couple of weeks. They disappear. Bro, don't do that. If you win, you need to go back there and train even harder. You know what I mean? Just like that's the way I think. But
Batata, I have a question
a
for you.
lot of people sometimes think like, oh no, this is kind of like it. I can do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's fight to win style type of tournaments nowadays. Would you compete in those kind of tournaments? Have you been asked to, or what's your future of competition look like? And have you heard of fight to win?
I man, I never have been invited for those, but one day, who knows? If I get invited, who knows? When all the things done, yeah, I would love fight, compete for me, man. Like I said, I like it, I still have the fire, I'm kind of like I'm always into the new adventures, you know what I mean?
Well, you know
And I
what?
love jiu-jitsu, and I kind of like it.
Yeah,
I always train,
we would love to see you out there, fight to win.
oh
And
yeah.
yeah, if I get invited,
Maybe we will send a message out to what's his
oh,
name?
definitely. If I have the invite,
There you go, right there.
There you go. That'd be awesome to
I
see
don't
you
I
out
don't know
there.
his name.
That'd be
Yeah,
so
but
cool
if you wanted to invite, I'm open.
to see that Luke choke in action.
Any invitation you guys send to me, man, I'm open. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm kind of
Batata,
like I'm open to. Yeah,
I want to ask you a question before the show's over. I want to talk about your one of your main coaches a little bit. If you could talk about him, Gordo Roberto Gordo Correa. Is that how you pronounce his last name?
yeah. Roberto Gordo, Correa. Yes.
Can you talk about him a little bit? The importance that he plays in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, because wasn't he one of the main guys that started with the half guard, with the strong half guard game?
Can you repeat the question? The audio got to break down a little bit.
Didn't How did Roberto Gordo come up with his the half guard game that he uses in jiu-jitsu? We're having some
Yeah, the
delay.
reason I believe the reason he came up with the half guard game because a long time ago he hurt one of his knee, and that's why. And his knee was injured for a long time, and he was developing. this half guard game for be able to train with an injury, you know what I mean, with an injury knee. And he was able to do it, and he come up with a very nice technique. You know, today everybody know as a half guard, and today we have like a lot of variation of those half guard, and a lot of the Gordo students they play half guards a lot.
Yeah, it's very interesting. What about the loop choke that you do? Did you learn that from Gordo?
Man, to be honest, I learned at Gordo's Academy as a white belt. As soon as I started doing jiu-jitsu, and have a guy there, man. The guy was like training with me, but the guy's a very, very good armbar. And one day he tried to double leg me, and I ended up to sprawl, and my hand ended up on his collar, and I spinning, and I was able to choke the guy. And I kind of, can get the choke here. And the next thing we know, and then we start working like on trap arm, you know, to don't allow the opponent roll out. So I started developing a lot of variation from there, from my end of my white belt, pretty much. And then I start like kind of like seeing, after I start dealing with the loop choke in the beginning, I started looking for those things for everywhere. Everywhere was a loop choke idea for me. You know what I mean? Still today, I still look for this thing all the time. And that loop choke is good because sometimes you're not able to choke the person, but you force the person to step back. You know what I mean? Rethink what they're going to do to you because you trap them with the loop choke. Have been worked well for me for years. You know what I mean?
We love it, man. A lot of us local guys here is here in the Central Valley. Some of us were lucky enough to learn that. Thank you, Tom Knox, for tuning in. Even one of our friends, Tom Knox, tuned in. He says the Batata choke. That's what they call it, huh? The Batata choke.
Oh yeah, I know Tono. Yeah, I know Tono. Yeah, I know Tono. Yeah. Yeah, man. All my life here, bro. I'm very blessed. I have been met a lot of cool people, you know, and all the people I have been met on the past, I'm still in touch with everybody. You is an example. I met you like years, like man. I mean, living here almost like 23 years now, and so
yeah, it was a
you
while
pretty
back.
much when I met you was in my early years here in the United States. You and Luis, you know, and I still talk to you guys.
It's cool. The technology is awesome, man. It's awesome. I never would have. Yeah.
So I have a question. From the first time that you learned,
And I try to keep a very good relationship with everybody.
You have, my brother. You definitely have.
so how many modifications have you done to the loop choke, Batata, over the years that you've learned it, and what's your favorite go-to loop choke move?
Man, one of my biggest modification I did, because I have a very good knowledge about the work on the collar under the neck, you know, and sometimes the collar, when you try to grab the collar is not there. So I developed something around the chin, you know, they call chin whip, and I was able to grab someone chin and kind of like work and drive the person, and at the same time I able to choke the person with this motion here, almost a loop choke but without the collar, because when you go reach the neck, you know what I mean, the collar is not there. So the chin was available. So if the chin was available, why not use the chin? Hold on one second. Let me try to do something, Julie.
That's crazy. So you're doing it. You're doing it without the gi.
Yeah, I'm gonna show something to you guys now, little quick.
Yeah,
I have my business partner here, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to show something here.
Oh yeah.
You guys gonna be able to see.
Oh yeah.
By the way, oh, that's my business partner here, Julio.
Hey,
You guys were here,
what's up,
and also
brother?
like my, like it.
Thank you.
You're almost like my brother. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
My brother. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man, for coming on.
Yeah. But that's my jiu-jitsu partner and also surf partner. We grew up together in the same neighborhood. We grew up in high school. We kind of like we're together on the journey for a long time. But anyway, look, I go attack this collar right here. See the collar here? I'm gonna attack you here from my right hand. Look, and I kind of like trap the hand here, and I roll under. But let's say when I go grab the collar is not there. Can you guys can see this? Look.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So grab the chin.
I grab the chin. I grab the chin here. And when I
Oh,
grab
wow.
the chin, I'm gonna twist the head inside. His head's gonna be under my armpits. And then now my biceps is gonna put pressure against his hand, and I'm gonna lift my hand this way, and this part of my hand here is gonna generate the choke. So
Wow.
I go for the collar. The collar is not there.
Right.
But the chin always gonna be there.
Right.
And then I'm able to twist here. First of all, I drive the chin sideways, and I choke with one hand here, like this. Pretty much this choke here, thank you, Julio. Pretty much this choke here can generate with one hand, can be generated with one hand.
Nice. So that the hand on the chin is the key to the move.
So
hey, that's so sick.
if you go attack the loop choke, there, if the collar is not there, the chin always gonna be there, always. So you grab the chin. Worst case scenario on this technique, you ended up drive the person to the side to the place you want, because you drive the head. When you twist the head, you're dealing with the neck. You're dealing with the neck. You're dealing with the spine. You deal with the spine. You deal with the whole body.
Nice. We have a question.
Who?
You know what I mean? That's kind of like it.
Hey, have you ever,
little guy
Batata? Have you ever surfed in Itaco Ataria?
It's on your screen. Can you read?
Am I saying that right? Itaco Atiria.
Where?
Am I saying it wrong, Archie? I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm probably murdering it. Look on the screen. Have you ever surfed there?
You asking me if I surf where?
Right here on the screen.
Where?
Look where Tom Knox is. Tom Knox asked, "Have you ever surfed here at this place?"
Oh no! I got it. Itacoatiara. No, I never surfed Itacoatiara, but it's a heavy wave there. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. I never surfed there.
That's the spot right there, huh?
I never surfed there.
Dude, I can see
it's a close. It's a few hours from Rio. It's called Niterói. It's another side. You have to cross a big bridge there to go to Niterói, to go to this place, Itacoatiara. It's famous for generate like big waves.
Can you tell us a little bit about this match there, Batata?
Oh yeah, this match, Clabin, yeah. I remember this match. This match, don't take anything back for Kleber. Kleber's a great player, very good. I have a couple of matches with him, and on this match, I make a mistake. He pulled guard, and I tried to go for a toe hold, and he ended up swept me at the end, and he beat me by 2-0.
Is that Kleber?
I don't try to blame the toe hold, but maybe if I don't want to toe hold, if I try to pass the guard, maybe it's gonna end up being the other way. But
Archie, is that Kleber Luciano or what?
2-0, for Kleber, and he beat me on this. But that's what happened. We tried to exchange a lot of stand up on the match. He ended up pull guard on me, and I ended up go for his foot.
Okay.
Because I'm a fighter, I like to fight always forward. I like to finish.
That's your style.
I can be finished. like I said, I can be like going back a little bit about life, you know, like kind of like it. You win, you lose. I like to go there to finish people, but I know I can be finished too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Me, if I be finished, I be pissed. You know what I mean? Of course, I'll be mad, but that's what I like to do. I like to go there and finish. You know what I mean?
Nice. Okay. Thank you.
That's
Hey,
why
is that clever,
I like to
Archie? Is
fight
that clever
forward,
Luciano or
forward,
what?
always forward.
Uh, Batata, was that Kleber Luciano that you were referring?
Who?
Kleber?
Clever Luciano?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Gleb
okay.
Luciano. Luciano, yeah. Yeah. Very good fighter. Very good fighter.
Yeah, he's awesome. We
And
love
very good
Clever.
friend too. Yeah, a very
Hell, I
good
want to
friend
get
too.
Clever on the
All
show
the
one of
time I
these days,
talk.
Archie.
We need to.
That's
Oh yeah,
cool,
man.
man.
Kleber's a nice guy, bro. Very nice guy.
Yeah, no, that's great. And just to kind of,
Very good.
I really like the front headlock series, for a lot of moves in general. But when Tom first introduced me to your moves, I just want to say first off, I fell in love with those moves. I said, "Oh my God, this is for me."
Hey, you got some
Yeah,
of those on
trust me.
videotape too.
I, I have like a good like a variation of what with the next submission. You know what I mean? I have
Right,
very good variation for next submission. Pretty much for all the different angles. Can go from will you play on the top, you can finish. You can play on the bottom, you can finish. You know what I mean?
Tom
Also,
and
I
I.
have one we can show you. People start doing like an open guard, and you throw the loop choke from the top, and then you give your back way. They land in your back, but they ended up get choked out. But for
Right,
this one, you have to make sure you have like a very strong grip on the collar before you give your back way.
right, right. Yeah. I was at Tom's garage, and he was demonstrating, and I really like the loop choke when you come over the head and then come underneath for the far leg. You get that far leg, and then you just kind of roll over.
Yeah, you showed me one
Oh,
from the front headlock, Batata,
oh,
where you get the loop
the
choke.
one you roll and hold the leg.
Yes, and then you bridge onto them.
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah, you roll under, grab the leg, and bridge on the guy. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Hey, by the
Did
way,
you get?
guys, I'm gonna invite you guys right now. When the academy is fully open, I already make a promise for my students. I'm gonna give you a 3-hour seminar on loop choke for free for all my
Oh, okay.
students. But both of
Oh
you guys
yeah.
are invited to come
Oh
and
yeah.
enjoy the seminar. No cost, okay? Because that's what I give to students, and it'll be like zero cost for you guys, okay? Because
Yeah.
my students,
We'll be there
Look
for
at that.
sure, without a doubt.
okay? You guys,
Art,
yeah, for sure. You guys are more than
Batata,
welcome to come and show up.
when is your school going to open up? Do you know? Any idea?
Sorry,
When do you think your school will open up?
man. I heard about. I hope June 1st. That's what I hope for.
Okay.
But I don't know what the situation can be. Can be June 16th. You know, that's what the thing I have been heard about. But I hope June 1st.
Well,
I hope so, my brother.
I,
first opportunity, we're
I
gonna go
really
visit
hope.
you.
But to be honest with you, I don't know the real situation.
Good stuff, my brother. Well, we want to thank you for joining us today, bro. Thank you for giving us your time. Do you have any sponsors in it, or do you have anybody you want to thank? A sponsor? Anything? Anybody like that?
Man, I would like to. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you guys. To have me on the show. I really appreciate the invite. I really appreciate you guys to have me. Also, I would like to say thank you for my sponsor, Shiro, Bear, AJ, Marco, all the family over there, AP, Albino Preto. Also, thank you for all my students, to be supporting of us at the moment of this hard moment, to be there waiting, on the same side of the line with us, to trust on our job. all the students, you know, because all the students still there. It's kind of like I said, it's like a family for me. And also the main team, man. Thank you, God, for everything, you know, everything. For the good and bad moments, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because the only way we can have good and bad moments if we are alive. If you are not alive, we cannot have good and bad moments. So if you have bad moments and good moments, we are alive and breathe and walk, we are fine. We just have to hang there and all trouble will pass. You know what I mean? We need to believe and trust on the process.
Damn right.
Oh,
Hey, that's why people love you so much, bro. You drop a lot of good knowledge, man. It was fun. Fun
Very
talking with you.
always positive vibration.
Yeah.
positive.
Well, one of these days, me and Archie will take a trip to your school and we come train with you.
We will be there.
Now that we got the open invite.
Right.
You guys are more than welcome anytime. And I shoot you guys the first date we are open, official open, when we reopen. You guys will be guests for the loop choke seminar. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep
Heck
that in
yeah.
mind.
No, thank you so much. Heck yeah.
All right. Well,
And
Batata,
nice to meet you, Archie.
yes.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for joining us again. Guys, the show today, the show is we're kind of with the technology and everything, we're dealing with a little bit of
And
static here and
also,
there.
like, if you guys wanted to check me out, you guys can go on the academy. IG is Sandro Batata BJJ Academy, and my personal is Sandro Batata BJJ. Please, also the website for the academy is Sandro Batata BJJ. So Sandro Batata BJJ.com, the website. Also the IG for the academy is Sandro Batata Academy, Sandro Batata BJJ Academy at IG. And also my personal is Sandro Batata BJJ. All right. Thank you so much, guys, to watch. Thank you, guys, to have me.
Is that it right there?
Definitely.
SandroBatata.com.
There you have it, guys. Sandro Batata Santiago. You can go to Batata BJJ,
Yeah, guys, thank you.
www.sandrobatata.com, guys, to check out more info. Or, hey, go to YouTube if you want to see some of these loop chokes from our friend Batata. You can go to YouTube and you can type it in. You can see some of them. But if I was you,
Yeah.
go to the
And
website
whatever,
and
like
see
you
about the
guys out
seminar.
there. Yeah.
Buy the CD. There's a CD out there with these chokes. Very well
Yep.
worth it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you anyone that is interested in do private lesson or seminar about loop choke, anything, please contact at any time. Okay, send me a message and then we make it happen.
I would definitely recommend
Yeah.
this loop choke. I may take you up on that. I mean, that's just amazing loop chokes.
The loop chokes are fun, guys. There's not a lot of teachers out there. A lot of teachers have seen the loop choke and they know it, but not a lot of instructors are out there teaching these loop choke series. So it's pretty cool. It's something that you got to practice over and over with repetition. The only way to get good at a loop choke is you got to practice it a lot, right, Batata? Like the loop choke, to get good at it,
Yeah. And
you got to
sometimes,
practice
like,
it a lot.
Right.
yeah, and on the process, going back again on the process to try new stuff, you can get cut, you can lose. Me, you try loop choke, you miss it, people
Yep.
gonna come and gonna get you, gonna tap you. You go ahead there, do it again. Try. One day you're gonna land. Same thing surf. You try one trick, you're gonna waste a wave. You're gonna fail. So you then and try again. You're gonna waste another wave. You go and try again. If you don't want to waste a wave, you can ride the whole entire wave. So you don't want to learn anything. Same thing jiu-jitsu. If you don't wanna learn, don't try anything. So you don't wanna learn anything new. If you try anything in jiu-jitsu, be ready. You may on the beginning you lose, but at the end you win. You know what I mean?
Straight knowledge
Just
drop
keep
today,
that in
guys.
mind. Keep
Big
trying new
time.
stuff.
Hey, Albert Gonzalez, thanks for tuning in, my brother. We
Try new
appreciate it.
stuff. don't be scared to see life like this. When you
Right.
see like this, you don't gonna go anywhere.
A lot of good
You
stuff,
think you
man.
go, but you're not going. You know what I mean? If you watch life like this,
Yeah, right. No,
open up.
amazing
All right,
philosophy.
man. Okay, Batata. Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Thank you so
We're gonna
much.
close
We'll
up the
see
show.
each other this year sometime.
Yes. Tell your son I said hello, my friend.
See you, brother. Take care, everybody. Okay.
Thank you.
I will. Be safe out there, guys.
All right,
Most
we're signing off.
definitely.
Us.
Os.
Okay. All right, guys.